Hello my treasures, it's time to rise from the depths with Control Warrior. I tested a bunch of decks through the new balancing changes that were released yesterday, and this felt the most consistent. I know it looks like there might be a little bit of anti-synergy between From the Depths and Black Rock and Roll. However, both of these cards allow you to overwhelm your opponent with hugely buffed minions that are discounted by quite a bit through getting multiple copies of From the Depths. For the Mulligan guide, you are going to be looking for the two namesakes of the deck, Black Rock and Roll and From the Depths. Sir Finley is also really good to keep in your hand if you have From the Depths in that starting hand. Outside of this, you are going to be looking for draw power cards such as Shield Block or early game removal tools such as Shield Slam, Burst Rift, or Blade Storm. And finally, Brawl and Ignatius Lava Gorger are really good here too, depending on how slow or quick the matchup actually is. Lava Gorger can actually straight out win you the game if you hit a Naga Giant, which is always incredibly funny. Now, with that all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, time for a game against Death Knight. Let's see which variant it's going to be. I'm curious if Blood ends up coming back now that Unholy has been nerfed, or even Frost, because I think Blood lost the most when it came to the change, and they are 40 cards, so it does make me think they're going to be Blood. But Frost, in theory, should still be incredibly powerful since it hasn't really been directly hit outside of not being able to get additional Frost Worms. That actually is fine. There's other damaging spells that you could easily want instead. Frost DK might be something that I want to try out in the nearby future. We'll see. I'll take a discounted Black Rock and Roll. We're going to rock out here a little bit, I guess. Alright, just going to use this. I know, it technically does nothing this turn, but being able to get it down on turn 3 is bonkers. ETC. I don't know what you'd be grabbing here. Maybe patch. I actually don't know. What would you put in that pool is my question. Let's grab Brawl. I think Brawl will eventually come up, even though we're only gaining 3 armor off of this, which is kind of depressing. Nerubian always giving the perfect card to my opponent, but whenever I play it, it's never the perfect card. We do have that Brawl that we could easily use. I kind of just want to shuffle everything back into our deck, to be honest. Could also use Chorus Rift. Of course we grab the Zola from the bottom of the deck. Of course. Okay, Zola might actually be a little bit extra greedy in this list. Now that I'm thinking about it in the long term. I think I also am running Fizzle. Am I running Fizzle? If I'm not running Fizzle, then Zola is definitely greedy. I don't remember. Oh, I remember why. Because sometimes Trench Stalker, it doesn't copy the buffs whenever you do. And of course, that's the one card that survives. I mean, we have to get rid of it here. A lot of the decks that I include Zola in, now I just include Fizzle. I like the idea of maybe looping some of our key cards. It doesn't always come up, but in theory it could come up. The deck for Monday definitely, it does have a perfect loop if you can actually get Fizzle and Zola. But most of the time you're probably not going to go for that. You're going to, you'll see on Monday. Or even later today on my Twitch stream. That has a link down below. Let's shuffle everything back. Hopefully we hit something cool. The Riffs being discounted make them that is something cool. I was going to say the Riffs being discounted actually have a little bit of anti-synergy here too. Oh, might as well grab the additional card. We can also just grab another minion out of our deck. School teacher, sure, why not? Honestly, the Riff cards are a really good control package, even though they don't have a win condition. And honestly, I think that is probably how you're meant to use them. I know that's a weird thing to maybe say, but Remornia. You're not going to do anything today or this turn, but you will be doing something soon. Let's grab something from the bottom. Grabbing Voone. His Voone allows us to copy some of the other cards in our hand. Might as well grab a stand. Yeah. Last stand will draw us... Oh, actually, I guess we're just going to put down the Naga. Probably, honestly, should have kept that now that I'm thinking about it. But maybe they'll get rid of it. Actually, no. If we kept it in our hand, or when we try to copy, of course they have Obliterate. We would have had more board threats. And, well, I mean, they're at 9 mana, so Soul Stealer could, in theory, just keep wiping it out if they really needed it to. I really do want to do, like, a Rainbow Death Knight at some point here, too. Again. This should copy the 3 cards that we really want. But then let's copy them again, because why not? Since Voone makes perfect copies instead of what Zolad actually does. Bridge Rift is probably best, but let's grab Lor'themar. Lor'themar is funny here. Gains us 7 armor. I'm assuming they're probably going to Soul Steal, or they're going to Plague Strike that. Oh, okay. Maybe they're waiting for us to overextend. Okay, so they're going to heal. The funny thing is, they have to deal with 4 waves of Trench Stalkers. There's a Lor'themar. Put this down. Let's go face. Put down a Lava Gorger. Let's gorge on some faces a little bit. Let's grab Verse Rift. We could have copied the Lor'themar if we really felt like it, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary. Oh, silence. Okay. It's a little bit too late. Oh, maybe they have a Corpse Explosion. Corpse Explosion actually, technically, clears out this board. It's a little bit too late for them, but it does clear. Okay. Guess they just gave up at this point. Well, let's throw them in the trenches, I guess. And then finish them off with a good old Rift. That would have been so nice to actually use next turn, but oh well. Okay, time for a game against Druid. Let's see what they have in store for us. I'm actually curious what innovations people are going to make with Druid now that Rubicon is nerfed. Like, I don't expect that nerf to affect Druid that much in the long run. We're going to get rid of everything besides From the Depths, because I really just want to showcase From the Depths. Getting the Naga Giant in the opening hand is not something I want to see, though. I do think maybe using Grom and some of the other pseudo taunt cards or charge cards would probably be better than the Naga Giants in the long run. But the Naga Giants are funny, so they stay for now. I just didn't really have that much time to playtest. At least as not much time as I really wanted to. Because I did test out a few Warlock decks, all of them felt bad. Ironically enough, all of them, well, one felt good, but it didn't showcase Sympathy of Sin, so I didn't really want to use it. I'm going to try to come up with something for Warlock this week, I think. I think that's the goal for the week. Okay, so I kind of just want to armor up and then coin out Rock and Roll next turn and then use From the Depths a bunch after that. Sometimes it's hard with this deck because you technically want to use From the Depths as quickly as possible, but that also does lower the amount of stats that you're going to get from Black Rock and Roll. It's a weird anti-synergy in the deck that I didn't really want to include Black Rock, but if you're using these huge minions, you might as well use Black Rock since there is a nice diversity in the big minions that you use in the deck when it comes to minion type. Or, I mean, onboard effects and such. Alright, let's just get rid of that. And we'll have a few minions on board. So there's some type of Death Rattle Druid. Oh, that's interesting. I really do want to make a mill deck work. It's been a while since I've done anything with mill. I have a sneaking suspicion this is actually mill Druid. Remornia is funny. Doesn't really do much, but Remornia is technically funny. Okay, Trench Stalker to the top very much, please. Thank you. I don't know where my English went right there, but it was not uh, not there. Well, okay, so I don't think we can end them this turn, but we can use Remornia. I think this is the one match where attacking with her instantly. Oh, I guess we just passed it back. Because you never know, they could have the Mosh Pit Fighter plus the immunity combo. Okay, hey, they were actually at mill. It's been a while since I've seen that type of mill. I actually try to make that work in Warlock, and I will tell you right now, it does not. Not well, at least. Well, we're going to throw them in the trenches here and just wham bam their face. Okay, time for a game against Demon Hunter. Let's see how big those nerfs actually were. Ooh, this opening hand looks god awful. Okay, so probably going to keep Sir Finley, but nothing else. Yeah, let's keep Sir Finley. Sir Finley can actually come up pretty early on, especially if we get from the depths early enough. And sometimes you just draw into all of your high cost minions and you want them back into the deck, and thus Sir Finley is great to keep there too. Okay, school teacher. Just going to armor up. I'm curious of what type of demon hunter this is going to be, especially after the nerfs to the class, but you never know. People don't really shift up their decks too much on the first day unless they really don't care too much about rank and such. We can armor up and then use this. I know technically Finale does nothing here. Would be cool if the first Rift always triggered no matter what, a copy of itself, but it is what it is. Blizzard. Oh, well, that's an interesting card. I don't know. Huh. I'm assuming they're Spell Demon Hunter at this point. There was a Warrior game where they were running that card, and I'm trying to remember what other spell damaging cards they were running. They were running a lot of spell damaging cards, and I was just like, I don't know what you're trying to do here. I wish I did. I don't know. They could have been trying to OTK with Ash, I guess, but... Oh, perfect. From the depths. Do we want to use From the Depths, or do we want to use Bridge Rift? I kind of want to use Bridge Rift just to get rid of this and put some board pressure on board. This deck is using a bunch of cards that I really been wanting to touch upon, even though I just did a Warrior deck. I know. It's just Warrior Stone right now, right? Monday's not going to be Warrior, it's going to be Priest. I already have Mondays planned out. I already have 2 good games before the balancing changes went out, and I'm assuming that deck's just going to be even more strong than it currently is. Can't wait to showcase that one. It's real fun. It's a real Chad of a deck, if you know what I mean. Right, them getting rid of everything is fine. I'm a little bit worried exactly what they're playing. I'm assuming it's Spell. Okay, we can use From the Depths. I kind of want to get Shield Block, to be honest, because we're probably going to end up using Sir Finley here. I guess if we do use Sir Finley here, there wasn't really any advantage from doing it like that, but at least the Nagas are at the bottom of the deck again. And then there's Remornia on Lor'themar and Lava Gorger. Hey, those are 2 cards that we can make use of here. Lava Gorger should, in theory, always hit a giant, which means plus 20 armor. And in a matchup like this, even after the nerfs, the amount of damage that this deck can put out is insane. So hopefully we do hit one of them and gain the armor so we don't have to deal with that in the nearby future. Okay, there's Shield Block. Let's put down Lor'themar. I kind of want to use Shield Block just to see what we grab. Shield Slam. Let's put down the Gorger, see what we have. I know this is going to be a dead card next turn. However, actually, no, it won't be. We've used a lot of spells this game, so we might actually be in a good position here. That could be actually pretty interesting. Relic Vault. They're going to double... I'm assuming, yeah, that makes sense. We do have the Brawl to counter that instantly, which is nice. And we do have the armor for the shield slam for whatever does survive. I'm glad that that doesn't do... Okay, so it technically is still dead. Also, really should attack before we do anything else. Yeah, that could have been a huge mistake if we didn't. Alright, let's use this to attack there. Oh, I should not have hit their face. I should have saved Remornia. Well, I guess it is what it is. I'm actually so happy that Remoria's seen play now. Oh, and that is why... okay. That is why we shouldn't have left Remornia on the board and should have just kept it as a weapon. That was my bad. I think I made that mistake quite a few times when playtesting this deck. I don't have a good excuse for it, but I'm pretty sure I did it quite a few. Oh, Blade Storm's actually great. Okay, that gets rid of everything. And we can put down the Naga Giant, and hopefully it sticks. You never know. They could have an extinction. I guess if they do have extinction, it does require it to hit the Naga twice. Oh, please don't tell me that's something. Dimensions. Okay, drawing 2. Oh, that's up to 10. Please don't have extinction. Please don't have extinction. Well, at least that is an extinction. Oh, that is an extinction. That is... depends if they can get rid of it this turn. They're at 23. We do need to get rid of that 2/2, I think. Ace of Chaos on that. Really want to hit their face. I really do. And I probably will. It's so greedy, but I can't resist. Oh, Lava Gorger. That's actually funny. Come on, hit the other Naga. I am just making this person's life miserable. That's the entire goal here. Okay, we probably should have got rid of the Silver Moon. It may or may not cost us. Oh, there's the second one. Okay, so that'll hit there. Good thing for us is they're running out of cards, but they put down Fizzle, which means they're going to refill their hand. Oh shit, they're actually killing their entire board. Okay. Oh, hoo. That might have been a little bit of a mistake. Well, actually, no. I guess they had to do it. I'm really... okay, so we know a Brawl's at the bottom of the deck. There's the Naga Giant. We can survive a turn having this. Let's put this down. Maybe they'll attack into it with their minions. Technically, they could still keep a 11/11 alive. Yeah, and they... yeah. Okay. Really, there's a few cards that actually save us. Trench Stalker literally wins us the game. That's not Trench Stalker, but that actually helps a lot too. Okay, just armoring up. 3 armor, 29 HP. Who can win? Demon... oh no. Just when I thought we were out of the woods. We're going to refill their hand. They'll have at least one Phantasm in that hand. Which means they're going to have, what, 11? No, it's going to be a 12/12. 2 12/12s and 2 13. Oh, okay, from the depths. So, yeah, let's grab Brawl. Brawl should help us win if we survive. Or, I mean, if they do what I think they're about to do. They are going to do what I thought they were going to do, okay? Let's make them brawl a little bit over their boards being wiped. 13/13 surviving is not technically what I want to see. We should have a school teacher, both Trench Stalkers, Black Rock and Roll, all left in the deck. We literally just need to hit a face because they keep overextending. We've used both brawls, so we can't rely on that. Come on, just something nice. I don't know what, but just something. School teacher, not technically what we need, but it's kind of close enough. Going for a training session. Might as well grab Talion, put it down. This should get a Trench Stalker out of the deck. red herring to maybe make something survive a turn. I really don't like the position we're in. Please don't tell me we're going to lose this game after all the struggle that we went through. You're just going to be able to wipe out our board again. The funny thing is, we know they run Immolation Aura, which is really strange, but they don't run Sinful Brand. Like, I get it if you're running Sinful Brand, but okay, so we do have the Trench Stalker. Come on, just hit their face. That isn't their... Okay, the 13-13 getting hit, that's actually not technically what I wanted to see, but at the same time, it is probably one of the better options. Oh, Rowdy Fan. Combination of Rowdy Fan plus Theo is always insane. I know they already hit that combo, but man, we need to get rid of that. Shield Slam. Okay, we have Shield Block. Oh, Black Rock and Roll. If I'm not going to be greedy. I could be greedy, but I don't think greedy wins us the game. We have 6 cards left. I think one of the Trench Stalkers is at the bottom. I'm trying to think of what else in the deck actually brings us out of this. Oh, I guess it doesn't... Interesting. Bridge Rift. Yeah, why not? That's going to be fun. Oh, never mind. All right, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So, across the 20 games I had with the deck, I had a 60% win rate, which was incredible for a day 1 deck. However, I do know this is probably not the most meta-relevant version of the deck. I do wish I had a little bit of extra time to test out this deck and the ratios within it to see what big minions would have fit the best. Overall, really happy with how this deck turned out either way, and is an easy recommendation for you all to try out, especially if you've been looking for a really powerful warrior deck. Now, like always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.